So let's talk about Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to you as the Big D. So I'm going to be bringing to you all another review in the Star Trek film franchise. If you have not seen my review for Star Trek: The Motion Picture, click on the card. It'll take you to that video right now. There we go. I'll give you a few seconds just in case you haven't seen it. Alright, now let's get into Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, released by Paramount in 1982, directed by Nicholas Meyer. Of course, it's the second film in the Star Trek series. And this time around, Admiral Kirk and the crew of the Enterprise face off against the genetically engineered tyrant Khan Noonien Singh, a character who first appeared in the Star Trek episode Space Seed. When Khan escapes from a 15-year exile to exact revenge on Kirk, the crew of the Enterprise must stop him from acquiring a powerful terraforming device named Genesis. It's the beginning of a 3-film arc that continues in the next 2 films, which will be coming up. So, now if you're ready, let's get into our story. In 2285, Admiral James T. Kirk oversees a simulator session of Captain Spock's trainees. In the simulation, Lieutenant Savick commands the starship USS Enterprise on a rescue mission to save the crew of the damaged ship Kobayashi Maru, but is attacked by Klingon cruisers and critically damaged. The simulation is a no-win scenario designed to test the character of Starfleet officers. Later, Dr. McCoy joins Kirk on his birthday. Seeing him in low spirits, the Doctor advises Kirk to get a new command and not grow old behind the desk. Meanwhile, the starship Reliant is on a mission to search for a lifeless planet to test the Genesis device, a technology designed to reorganize dead matter into habitable worlds. Reliant officers Commander Pavel Chekhov and Captain Clark Terrell, beam down to evaluate a planet they believe to be Zeta Alpha 6. Once there, they are captured by the genetically engineered tyrant Khan Noonien Singh, explaining that they are on Ceti Alpha 5. 15 years prior, Kirk exiled Khan and his fellow Supermen to Ceti Alpha 5 after they attempted to take over his ship. The neighboring planet exploded, devastating the surface of Ceti Alpha 5 and causing the deaths of several of Khan's followers, including his wife. Khan implants Chekhov and Terrell with indigenous eel larvae that render them susceptible to mind control and uses them to capture Reliant. Learning of the Genesis device, Khan attacks Space Station Regula 1, where the device is being developed by Kirk's former lover, Dr. Carol Marcus, and their son David. Kirk assumes command of Enterprise after the ship, deployed on a training cruise, receives a distress call from Regula 1. En route, Enterprise is ambushed and crippled by Reliant. Khan offers to spare Kirk's crew if they relinquish all material related to Genesis. Kirk instead stalls for time and remotely lowers Reliant's shields, enabling a counterattack. Khan is forced to retreat and effect repairs while Enterprise limps to Regula 1. Kirk, McCoy, and Savick beam to the station and find Terrell and Chekhov alive, along with the slaughtered members of Marcus's team. They soon find Carol and David hiding Genesis deep inside the nearby planetoid. Khan, having used Terrell and Chekhov as spies, orders them to kill Kirk. Terrell resists the eel's influence and kills himself, while Chekhov collapses as the eel leaves his body. Khan transports Genesis aboard the Reliant, intending to maroon Kirk on the lifeless planetoid, but is tricked by Kirk and Spock's coded arrangements for a rendezvous. Kirk directs Enterprise into the nearby Mutara Nebula. Conditions inside the nebula render shields useless and compromise targeting systems, making Enterprise and Brilliant evenly matched. Spock notes that Khan's tactics indicate inexperience in three-dimensional combat, which Kirk exploits to disable Brilliant. Now for the ending, you know the procedure as always. You have 5 seconds to stop this video. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below to avoid the ending spoilers. If you've seen the movie already, please continue on after the 5 seconds are over with. Here we go. Okay, you've been warned. Mortally wounded, Khan activates Genesis. Though Kirk's crew detects the activation and attempts to move out of range, they will not be able to escape the nebula in time without the ship's inoperable warp drive. Spock goes to restore the warp power in the engine room, which is flooded with radiation. When McCoy tries to prevent Spock's entry, he incapacitates him with a Vulcan nerve pinch and performs a mind meld, telling him to remember. Spock repairs the warp drive, and Enterprise escapes the explosion, which forms a new planet. Before dying of radiation poisoning, Spock urges Kirk not to grieve, as his decision to sacrifice himself to save the ship's crew was a logical one. The movie ends with Spock's friends hosting a space burial for him. End of story. For now. So what did I think of Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan? I must say I like this just a bit more than the original one. Anyway, I think I've seen the Space Seed episode before. I've seen most of the original Star Trek episodes, not all of them, but anyway, yeah, this film was definitely really good. And it did get better response than its predecessor. The film was a box office success when it was released in June of '82. It went on to make $97 million worldwide. Anyway, reviewers highlighted the character of Khan, the film's pacing, and the character interactions as strong elements. But there were some negative reactions focused on weak special effects and some of the acting. But hey, I'm understandable. Still, the film is considered to be, well, the best film in the Star Trek series by many, and is often credited with renewing substantial interest in the franchise. I couldn't agree more. I think the cast was still good nonetheless, with William Shatner once again as Kirk, Leonard Nimoy as Spock, DeForest Kelley as Dr. McCoy, James Doohan as Scott, George Takei as Sulu, Walter Koenig as Chekhov, Nichelle Nichols as Uhura, and also we have some other characters. Playing Khan is Ricardo Montalban, who of course who was already big on TV's Fantasy Island. Let's see here. Playing the character of Carol Marcus is BB Besh. Merrick Buttrick as Marcus, David Marcus. Playing Terrell is Paul Winfield, and as Savick is Kirstie Alley, who would before she even was a big star on TV's Cheers, which of course would premiere that same year. And of course, that was also from Paramount. But anyway, we have James Horner on board to do the score for this, and I must say he does a great job. And I seem to recall this guy's a pretty big, composer. He's done music for movies, which of course include Titanic and Avatar. But anyway, I gotta say, this film provided a lot of good moments in life. It was really surprising to see Kirstie Alley in an actual movie, non-comedic role or drama role. Anyway, that was really cool. Anyway, I also liked some of the action, what have you, in this. But the characters were really good. The cast did good in some ways. The direction by Nicholas Meyer wasn't too bad, and James Horner's score was really good. So, with all that said, would I recommend Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan? Answer: hell yeah. This is definitely a good Star Trek movie. This is one film you won't be disappointed with. I would recommend this. I mean, since this ended with a shocking ending, but like I said in early on in the video, it would continue on with the third movie and then go on to the fourth movie, which I'll begin to for the next 2 days. So anyway, what are your thoughts on Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan? You can tell me in the comment section below. If you liked the video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of Star Trek III, The Search for Spock. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, you can check out some of these previous videos I have done. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of, well, another big spacey flick that would come out the next year after this, and that would be Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi. Or if you want some more sci-fi, go to the upper right-hand corner, not left, I'm a little, my bad. The upper right-hand corner is the Saturday morning TV log I did for Space Academy. Or if you want something else that it may not be sci-fi, but is from Paramount, check out my review of Friday the 13th Part 3, which is included with Friday the 13th Part 2, the back-to-back review I did of it in the bottom left-hand corner. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. Of course, Friday the 13th Part 3 came out the same year this did. But anyway, if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.